Hello ladies, welcome back to the AbFab Image Studio. As you know, my name is Sarah Van Dort and I'm a personal stylist. So in my last video, I talked about how to wear scarves on video calls, as that seems to be our life at the moment, is remotely online, talking to people, etc., friends, colleagues, doing our clients, servicing them. So I thought I'd just come and talk a little bit about jewellery and, how to decide what jewellery to wear on your video calls. So I've got a few bits and pieces here. First thing I want to talk about is your style personality. So a lot of people who come to me for styling, we talk about their style personality, which is what gives them their uniqueness. It's what makes them different to everybody else. And once we know that, we can then develop that and make them really feel fabulous and feel like themselves every single day. So when you're going on your conference calls or just doing videos, then don't lose that sense of your uniqueness. If you normally wear jewellery, then still wear it. The minute you stop wearing that, you will lose your personal brand, and that would be awful. You want people to remember you, and you want them to put your online you together with the offline you. The person they meet in the person they meet in person needs to also be reflected in what they see online. If somebody's making the effort to talk to you online, then really you could make the effort to look nice for them. And I think that's really super important. So that being said, how do you decide what jewellery to wear? Well, for me, I generally always wear this sort of jewellery, just a little set of gold earrings and a matching necklace. It's kind of my signature. I wear it all the time. May vary on which set I'm wearing, but it's kind of what I'm known for. So that's why I wear it. It's not too big. It's not taking up a lot of the screen. It's just enhancing and bringing a bit of brightness to my face. So if I started to go away from that, if I didn't wear any jewellery, if I started wearing really big jewellery, then people would wonder what on earth was going on with me. So the next thing I want to talk about, and after your uniqueness, is about the size of the jewellery that you're going to be wearing. So I'm going to go against everything that I always talk about in my style consultations, which is scale. So usually there is a petite, a medium, or an average, and a grande scale. Now, this is on your body size, this is on your height, your shoe size. That's how we work out your scale. And then we would give you, if you are a petite, you'd wear small jewellery. If you're an average size, and if you're a grande, obviously the larger jewellery such as this. But what happens when you're on a screen is that suddenly we're all the same size. Nobody can tell how tall you are. Nobody can tell pretty much what size you are. Not that that matters with scale, but we have to take that into account. So how do you then decide what size to wear and what jewellery to wear? So just have a look at yourself in a mirror. Take a photo of yourself with some jewellery on and decide whether that is taking up the whole of the screen or if people are seeing your face. So for instance, if I put this necklace on, suddenly that is very dominating. When people are just seeing this much of me, then that's kind of taking up an awful lot of room. And it's too big for me. It's still too big for me, even though you can't see it in a full proportion. So for me, if I was going to wear pearls, I would probably just go for a dainty string of pearls like this. And probably even just a dainty matching earring, just because that's the sort of my style personality, but it looks much better through the screen. If you like a ring, for example, and you normally wear a big ring, that's fine. But if you're moving your hands a lot, it's going to take up quite a lot of screen time, especially if you imagine this is probably all people are going to see. So if you're wearing something like this, you have to be sure that that's what you want people to see. especially if you're like me and use your hands a lot. So lots of us wear these long necklaces that have just got a pendant on the bottom, which when you can see the whole of your outfit, you can see you top to toe, it actually sits quite nicely. When you're on a screen, look, you're literally just getting this chain. And actually that's quite boring. There's not a lot going on there. So try to wear things that are slightly higher. Usually you can just adjust it or even tie it at the back. Now the difference between wearing that and wearing that is massive. It shows the difference. It shows that you're preparing yourself. You know what you're doing. You know how you look. You're confident and you're ready for business. And if you're just chatting to a friend, well, it's still nice to have your jewellery on, isn't it? So beware of this. Think about what is going on. Look at yourself. Take a photo of yourself on your screen before you go onto your video call. Likewise, this necklace, this is Murano glass one. Can you see how it kind of disappears down here? So if you have larger boobs like I do, you kind of need to think about what's going on. Now, again, if I brought that up to there, it sits so much nicer. It's much more blended with my own looks. Again, it's wanting to go down and it sits in there. And it's distracting to people when they're watching you. Earrings. So actually a pair of earrings are quite nice to have. You know, a little bit of colour around your face is actually quite sweet. But don't necessarily wear great big earrings. Again, it's very distracting and it takes up an awful lot of screen space. So think about the size that you're wearing, think about the style, personality of it. So the last thing to talk about is bracelets. So one bracelet actually is quite nice. That's quite nice. If you have too many, arm party, I think lots of people call them. Again, it's very distracting. If people are, you know, looking at you when you're on a screen, if that's the impression you want to give, then great. But actually, they're also quite jangly. That can be so off-putting when you're on a call to somebody. So hopefully I've given you a few ideas today about wearing jewellery when you're on a video call. As always, if there's anything that I can help you with, you'd like some personal advice, let me know. I'm always here for you to answer questions. So have a great day, enjoy your video conference calls, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care, bye-bye.